High-tech meets high-tech. This is the beginning of a new era in the world of aircraft maneuvering. MotoTalk, because the latest aircraft technology deserves the latest maneuvering technology. Not a vision, but reality. The revolution is here when it comes to maneuvering aircraft, a big idea in a small format. Name, MotoTalk. Distinguishing features? Revolutionary in its simplicity, extremely compact, uniquely flexible, and very high performance. MotoTalk, the first high-tech wireless remote-controlled aircraft positioning unit in the world. Why is MotoTalk one of the most modern, most economical, and safest positioning systems? Only MotoTalk has high-tech radio remote control with worldwide safety approval for use at airports. Only MotoTalk provides the optimum balance between minimal dimensions and maximum effect. Only MotoTalk enables the shunting of aircraft to be controlled at every conceivable collision point around the aircraft. Only MotoTalk guarantees this complete all-round view at each sensitive point in the hangar. You are firmly in control of events. Furthermore, space for an additional number of 1 to 3 aircraft can be created in the hangar. Only MotoTalk positions the aircraft without any movement of the aircraft's fuselage or wingtips. Only MotoTalk turns exactly on the point on the ground on which the nose gear also turns and allows the aircraft to be shunted precisely to the millimeter. No knocks, no collisions, optimum utilization of limited space. Only MotoTalk can pass underneath the fuselage of almost any aircraft. The very low and compact design of the MotoTalk makes docking trouble-free both behind and in front of the nose wheel. You can park the aircraft without having to consider the exit path of the unit. MotoTalk reduces the amount of time it takes to engage the aircraft to the unit. Unlike standard tractors, docking with a MotoTalk takes a matter of seconds. No strap, no winch. Everything under control. The MotoTalk control panel is easy to operate. Switch on the remote control by turning the key. One joystick only for left-right movement. One joystick only for forward-reverse. One switch only for hydraulic fixing and separation of the nose wheel. One switch only for raising and lowering wheel securing. One button only to raise and lower the nose wheel. For safety purposes, each movement is indicated beforehand by the 4 signal lamps for the appropriate directions. MotoTalk is every aircraft's best friend. The system is compatible with every nose wheel, no matter what height or what wheel diameter. MotoTalk makes the optimum adjustment, and it gets even better. Unlike standard tractors, docking with a MotoTalk only takes a matter of seconds. Simply drive the MotoTalk up to the nose wheel and insert the bar. The wheel is then hydropneumatically fixed firmly in position and raised, ready for takeoff. All this with no awkward strap and no inconvenient winch. No bolts or tools are required. All safer and more straightforward and therefore much faster and neater. When it comes to maneuverability, speed, low maintenance requirements, and safety, conventional tractors have obvious, unmistakable disadvantages. They use conventional technology, a fixed bar, or they are long and therefore several meters away from the nose wheel. Problem: A nose wheel is basically offset in order to remain safely on track during takeoff and landing. Due to this, ground position point A is not identical with construction-related axis B on the landing gear. Lever action is imposed on the landing gear whilst turning the nose wheel around point A. This in turn leads to considerable movement of the entire aircraft when using conventional tractors and tow bars, especially movement of wingtips and elevators. Mototalk is intelligent. Both of the processor-controlled release motors recognize rotational resistance and carry out a precise turning maneuver around axis B on undercarriage landing gear. The result is that Mototalk revolves around axis B. In other words, it turns precisely around the same axis at rotational point B on the landing gear. The aircraft remains almost immovable from its location. Therefore, accidents through collisions are practically out of the question. Additionally, transverse forces are not inflicted upon the nose wheel and landing gear, hence no damage will be caused to the bearings and other landing gear-related components. So, why make any more compromises? The very low and compact design of the Mototalk makes docking trouble-free, both behind and in front of the nose wheel. No tug with a conventional design is ever capable of doing this. Where other tugs would have already reached their limits, Mototalk can go further. With Mototalk, you park your aircraft exactly where you want it, to the centimeter, and save room as a result. Only Mototalk makes full use of the smallest parking spaces in the hangar. When the nose wheel is raised, it is secured by means of the hydro-pneumatically operated wheel securing system. The nose wheels tilt on account of offset nose wheel landing gear mechanism and are also kept in a fixed tilted position under constant ground contact pressure provided by the hydro-pneumatic system. On account of fixation assisted by wheel securing, Mototalk does not allow the nose wheel to escape, nor will the aircraft be able to fall on its rear on uneven ground or in any other circumstances. Mototalk also demonstrates exemplary qualities as far as environmental friendliness is concerned. Unlike diesel-operated tugs, a Mototalk produces no emissions and is pleasantly quiet. With puncture-proof tires, it runs on any firm surface. Its powder-coated, hot-dipped galvanized steel body and the quality of all components and materials used ensure high reliability and low maintenance requirements. Extremely powerful electric motors driven by high-performance, maintenance-free gel batteries with high cycling capability are regulated and controlled by two high-performance microprocessors to provide the enormous driving forces. The extremely high initial torque ensures smooth acceleration, particularly at the start. Storage capacity is sufficient for several days, depending on the workload. Mototalk Twin is designed for both twin and single nose wheel operation. Converting to one wheel? The wheel securing affixes double nose wheels as well as single ones and can, if needed, be swiveled away. Mototalk is one of the most modern, innovative, and economical maneuvering concepts in the world. Mototalks are radio remote controlled, very compact and high-powered. They can be controlled very precisely and are noise and emission-free and low maintenance. Mototalks can be used for almost all aircraft within seconds and without conversion. Mototalk outperforms ordinary tugs. Get to know that incomparable, intelligent, superior new tug feeling. Get that quantum leap in maneuvering. Get the future in aircraft moving. Become an enthusiastic Mototalk operator. Are you ready for takeoff? Mototalk, easy moving.